and that's not exactly satisfactory, especially since the other side Insley just flushed a grouse. It was half size. We were walking along here. She stopped and went into the woods a little bit and was looking up. She kept looking up, moving a little closer. After a few seconds, this grouse jumped up, flew a little ways, and landed up in the little tree right here. She took off and then it flew. She knew something was there. And I've learned when she is onto something, she's onto something. I can't see it, I can't detect it, but it's not nonsense. Something is really there. It's long gone now. I'm so impressed by that. Her senses are so keen, or her hearing is incredibly keen. Tiny little bit of snow remains. Okay. I've been looking more and more at this thing. And I think I've come up with a plan. It's being held up by two things. There's a log here that this thing is sitting on. It's also being held up by this log under here. It's a branch that comes from down there, just behind this log. And I think this branch can come off. It's not holding anything. Take it off a little bit at a time so I don't bind the saw. This thing is the other impediment. I got to get this thing out of here because the log is resting on that, on its own branch, and it's attached way up there. I could get one of my brother-in-law's bottle jacks and jack up from the very end here, raise this, then get this out of there. Yeah, I would for sure need to make a cut in the top. maybe right in here. Saw down 4 or 5 inches and then tap a wedge in from the top. I'm still thinking about it. I'm curious about that partridge. It did not take off and fly fast and hard like they always do. It was a little hesitant, and it seemed to me it was about half size, maybe 2/3 the size of a full-grown. But it's the wrong time of year to be a yearling. Maybe it wasn't a partridge. So it sounded like it, though. It had a little beep, 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 beep as it flew. The first rain and lightning and thunder of the year. Cucumbers, radish, carrot, red bell pepper. I bought this to give to Insley, freshly ground at the co-op, so there's no sugar in it. She's got a lot of other special things I'm giving her now to help boost her menu. So she can afford to give me some of this. She's such a good girl. A little dry. I got distracted by peanut buttering my toast. And the new eating bacon. I would never have done that, eaten that, cooked it up just to have for lunch 6 months ago. It's a whole new way of eating. Eggs too. Well, eggs have been not dangerous anymore for the last maybe 5 years. But the meat part is, and the saturated fat, we need it so badly. We've been so denied what our body has been needing so it can do what it can do for us.
20 years treating those kinds of people, and that's what I thought of as inflammation. But we now know that the whole thing is much more subtle. So these things still happen in everybody, and we wouldn't be alive if we didn't have those mechanisms. But what appears to be happening now is that, whereas if you think of inflammation as a big fire that gets burnt to sort of kill off all the bugs you don't want, now instead of that fire being turned off, it's still being left on a little bit. So the immune system is still simmering away. We have all these immune cells in our body. They're sending out chemicals all over the body saying, you know, there's danger, there's a problem. So what's happening now in the modern world is many of us have low-level inflammation where the immune system is just in a sort of slightly on mode all the time. So
Pond? And that's not exactly satisfactory, especially since the other side, that's not ultimately good either. Finally going to get around to leveling off and solidifying this park bench. Chuck and I brought it down here, I think it was a year ago. I can't remember if it was 2 years. No! Drop it! It's the carcass of that rabbit. Or get out of there. No! Go! Well, she's gonna get it all eventually. A little bit per day, and then I yell at her and she stops. We brought it down here, set it up. It was early April, and that's not exactly satisfactory, especially since the other side, that's not ultimately good either. So I'm gonna get those out of there, level it off, put boards down there, a continuous board. Oh, I hope it, yeah, they're long enough. Oh God, I hope they're long enough. Yeah, perfect. That's better. It'll settle. Yeah, this is much more secure. Came down yesterday, and I thought too late. We got just to the junction. A couple of mallards took off. Well, of course, Insley, who was first, I didn't remember to have her stay back. I try to do that every spring and early summer, because often there are birds or ducks, geese, deer hanging around out here. So I have to get used to doing that again. Nice, rich soil. We've got a very good chance of rain coming up. Beginning tomorrow, 1/4 inch of rain, and then it skips Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, about the same amounts predicted for each day. So it's not huge, but it's huge. I'll let you know. I'm feeling the sedentary winter. That'll change.
Go get it.
Come here. Okay. She won't jump up on the love seat for whatever reason.